Hey everybody, this is Preezy. Check out my website at www.listenuplistening5687.com. That's www.listenuplistening5687.com. You ready to chit chat and all of that? You ready to vent, let it out? Well, come on now. Come on, collab with Preezy. Come on and be on Listen Up, Listen In as a guest. Contact me at 718-354-8405. 718-354-8405. You can also contact me by email, listenuplistening5687@gmail.com. One more time, listenuplistening5687@gmail.com. Let's get it.
Hi there, this is Jamila Adams, host of the Jamila Adams Experience, where it's a place and a space for women over 40 to be inspired, encouraged, and heard. You're welcome to join the experience every Friday.
It's vacation time. Are you ready to get away? Far away? VacateWithNate.com has direct access to the travel industry's top brands. Every major travel supplier, including resorts, hotels, tour providers, cruise lines, vacation companies, airlines, and car rental brands in every destination in the world. Log on today and get your travel plans in motion at VacateWithNate.com. And for the individuals who want to turn a passion for travel into a flexible source of income and rewards, reach out to Nate at shopnobletravel@aol.com for more information.
Tanya, you ready?
Listen up, listen in. 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 Thanks for tuning in. Let's have a conversation. Talking worldwide, it don't matter your location. What you going through and the topic may have relation. Let's get some motivation. Swap out education. Every Friday we heal, laugh, improve, and grow. Put some nutrients in your mind, give you food for the soul. I know you pumped and preparing for your weekend and low. Might as well join the discussion and tune into the show. Listen up, listen in. Listen up, listen in. Listen up, listen in. Listen up, listen in. Listen up, listen in.
Hey everybody, what's going on? This is Preezy from the Listen Up, Listen In podcast. What's going on? How y'all doing? I want to say all praise to Jehovah God and Jesus Christ every day. Amen. And I have a special guest with me today. But before she come on and tell her story, I want to tell you a little bit about her. Her name is Megan Claire Murphy, and she is a professional actress in her 30s. Currently living in southeastern Alabama. She also lived in New York City for 6 years. She graduated with a bachelor's degree in theater from Troy University in 2008. And after graduating, she worked at the Jewish Unsombel Theatre near Detroit. And then she worked at the Flat Rock Playhouse in North Carolina. Then she moved to New York City, and while she lived there, she worked in TV, film, and Off-Broadway. Last year, Megan created her own YouTube show called The Aunt Nene Show, which is a variety show for kids that includes songs, stories, jokes, educational content, and more. So that's what she's been working on these days, and you can find the Aunt Nene Show on Megan's YouTube channel. And she got a lot of hobbies, y'all, and she got a lot of interests, and it includes science, fiction, fashion, reading, and traveling. So without further ado, let me introduce y'all to my special guest, Megan Claire Murphy. What's up, Megan?
Hey, Preezy, I'm Megan.
Hey,
nice to be here.
Yes, I'm happy that you're here. And before we get started, I always like to ask my guests, how's your day?
Oh, my day was pretty good. How was yours?
I can't complain. It was real busy, but I made it through, one day at a time.
My day was busy too.
Yeah, it's always busy for us. We just got to keep going, But Megan, I read your bio. I let my peoples know, but I'm not going to tell everything because this is your story. So let my audience know who Megan Claire Murphy is, what you're doing, what you plan on doing, the future, present, and all of that. Take it away.
Well, I'm a 39-year-old woman living in Alabama, and I've been pursuing acting professionally for about 20 years now.
Wow.
I went to college for acting, got a bachelor's degree in theater, and I've had some interesting stories in my career, but I won't get into that right at the moment.
All right.
But anyway, last year first of all, my show, the Aunt Nene show, was inspired by my 7-year-old nephew who calls me Aunt Nene.
All right.
Because when he was a little baby, he couldn't say Megan. So somebody was like, "Who is that?" and pointed to me, and he was like, "Aunt Nene." And he still calls me Aunt Nene to this day, even though he's 7 years old now.
That's cool. That's cool.
Sometimes he calls me Megan, and it's kind of disappointing. I like Aunt Nene better.
Yeah, that sounds cute.
But anyway, so he lives in a different state, so we would talk on FaceTime a lot. And one day I just started playing this game called the Aunt Nene Show on FaceTime. And he'd be like, "Megan, Aunt Nene, do the Aunt Nene Show game." And I'd be like, "It's the Aunt Nene Show." And I just start like saying silly stuff. And so, if it wasn't for my nephew, there wouldn't be the Aunt Nene Show, most likely, because he was the inspiration for it.
Wow, that's cool. Wow. So you went to school for acting and all
Yeah.
that. How was
Yeah, I got a bachelor's degree in theater from a school called Troy University. Go Trojans! Woo woo!
All right. Yeah. Wow.
And it was a really great education there. I had a lot of good experiences there, and I learned a lot, which prepared me for my professional career after I graduated. So I'm glad I chose to go to that school.
Okay. That's good. Yeah. So your career was in theater, right? Acting and all that stuff. Was that?
Yeah, acting, mostly theater, but I did a lot of background work on TV shows and movies that filmed in New York when I lived there.
That's cool. How was that? I know that had to be exciting.
It was fun. It was a really easy job because I just get to, do acting all day, and it's easy. You have no lines, of course. You're just in the background, but you get paid. So it was a good paycheck.
Getting paid.
But I was a regular on a show called Blind Spot.
Mm-hmm.
I played a FBI agent, so that was fun. I got to do that for a few months.
Oh, that's cool.
A few days a week, each week.
Cracking cases.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. That's cool. You travel a lot?
I travel to New York City, and I go to the beach a lot in Florida. But cool. I've never been outside the country, though. Outside the U.S.
Right.
But I really want to go to Europe one day.
Yeah. That's nice.
But that's my goal, to travel more. But I do travel a few times a year to New York City.
Shout out to New York City. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, New York City. What is it that you like about New York?
The people the most.
Like the people in New York City?
The people.
What?
Yeah. They're interesting, and most of the time they're nice to you.
Oh, what part of New York?
When you see them in the
Queens.
Queens. I lived in Astoria, Queens for about 6 years.
Okay.
And I like the atmosphere, and there's lots of things to do there.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of things to do in New York.
Much more things to do than there is in my small hometown in Alabama, I'll tell you that.
Alabama. Yeah.
But not that my hometown is a bad town. I love it just the same amount, but for different reasons as New York City.
It's kind of boring.
Well, there's been more things to do that have come up within recent years. There's a couple of new restaurants and there's a new hangout spot now.
Okay.
So it's not really that boring. I shouldn't have said that.
Okay. You live in a small town.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you come to
I don't
New
want
York,
to say
you be
that.
like, but wow, you be coming up here like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I first went to visit New York City for the first time in 2006
Right.
with my college theater group. And then ever since then I was hooked and I knew I was going to live there one day.
Wow. Wow. Would you ever come back to live in New York?
That's my ultimate goal, yeah, is to move back to New
Really?
York eventually if I can.
New York is expensive, Megan.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I gotta save up some money. It might take a couple years before I can get back there.
Wow. Yeah, it's a lot of things to do in New York. People don't realize there's so much to do. So many restaurants, the Broadway plays, and that can give you a great opportunity too with the Broadway plays,
Yeah.
off Broadway and stuff like that. And you love the theater and stuff like that. So you're like, it's right there. New York City is the place to be.
Yeah, and that's why I moved to New York instead of somewhere like LA, because New York is where Broadway is, and I wanted to do plays and be on Broadway rather than film or television.
Right.
But I'm doing both now, so
That's good.
it just worked out that way.
So your schedule real busy, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. What do you like to do the most? TV, film, or
I think I like musical theater the most. Like, for example, one of my favorite roles I played ever was Maria in The Sound of Music.
Really?
You ever heard of that?
Yes.
I'm sure you've heard of it, duh.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
But I played the lead role, and I got to sing like "Do a deer, a female deer." That song.
I can remix. I don't know all the words, so I might
And it was
remix
fun.
it. That's cool. I remember that in school, that song.
Yeah, me too.
I ain't understand it, but I remember. But it was cool. It was fun. I like songs like that. But so you like musicals, like where you gotta sing all the time, like. Sometimes
Yeah,
I
like
get
to
tired of
sing.
that sometimes with these plays. You gotta, is a song coming out all the time, but I get it. It's a play,
Well,
musical play.
it's not for everybody. My
Yeah.
dad's that way too.
Yeah, like, oh God, here they come with a song.
Yeah.
But it is kind of cool though. It makes the show interesting and fun, So you gotta love it.
Yeah,
I love New
I
York
like it.
City. Yeah, I love it. I love New York City. Actually, I want to go see Back to the Future. I've seen.
Oh.
Yeah, I want to see that, and I've seen a lot of plays like Aladdin, Lion King, a whole bunch of different plays. I mean, New York is the place to be definitely for the entertainment. So I can see why you would love New York. Yeah.
Yep.
So have you done any plays lately or musicals lately?
Not any plays the past year or so. I've just been mostly working on the Aunt Nene show for the past year and a half, and I'm doing podcast appearances like yours.
Nice.
As well.
Very happy that you're here. I want to hear about this Aunt Nene show. I watched it and I saw one of your episodes. You had like, woo! You had like crazy views. I forgot the amount. Was it 200?
It was over. There's one of them that's over 54,000 last time I checked.
One. And then the other one I was laughing at. That I think that's the one that you had the most.
The Butterbeans one?
Yeah, you was singing Butterbeans. Kids eat your butter beans, and I love the message that you always give at the end. I'm definitely gonna play that at the end of the interview. When I want everybody to hear that. When I put the interview out, I want everybody to hear that. But yes, definitely tell me. I know you said that your nephew was calling you to Aunt Nene, and he inspired you to do that show. But what made you feel like you wanted to be a kid show?
Well, I've
'Cause you
always
could have
loved
did an Aunt
kids,
Nene
and
show that was
yeah, I could have
rated
made it
R.
like
You
at
know what I'm
Nene
saying?
After
You know,
Dark.
yeah.
I
After
thought about
hours
that.
with Aunt Nene. What made you do for the kids?
Well, I've always loved kids, and I've loved working with kids, and I used to be a summer camp counselor,
Oh, nice.
and I had a bunch of little cousins and little nieces and nephews growing up that I babysat for,
Right. That's nice.
and not in a creepy way, but I just honestly love kids and working with kids,
Yes.
and I wanted to do something to make children happy and entertain them, maybe entertain them and hopefully educate them a little bit while I'm at it. So that's why I decided to create the Aunt Nene show, because I just wanted to do something to make kids happy.
That's beautiful. 'Cause, you know, kids need that. With all the stuff that's on TV, 90% of it is negative, you know, and kids need things to laugh at and
Yeah.
without cursing and bad language, defamatory comments and all that. So they need all that good stuff. So that's cool. I see you got your big rollers in your hair. And I'm cracking up, and you was singing, and it's nice. It's nice that
And
you
I
do
got
it
that
on
house
YouTube.
coat on.
Yeah, you
That
got a house
purple
coat
house
on.
coat.
You know, you remind me of what was the lady that played with Carol Burnett, and she had, what is it, Mama's House?
Yeah, Mama's Family or
Mama's
something.
Family, yeah. She had the robe and
Yeah.
stuff on. So that was really cute that, you know, you're doing that for the kids, and it's fun, and you singing and stuff like that. So what are the ages? What your show has an age group? Like who
Yeah. It's
you cap?
aimed at kids 8 years old and younger,
Oh, that's cool.
but kids as old as like 10 years old, there's a few episodes that a kid that age might enjoy
Right.
as well, but it's mostly aimed at young kids like 7 or 8 years old and younger.
Yeah, you probably had a lot of adults watching it too. You know, they probably watching
Yeah.
it, cracking up, like, look at
And
Aunt
there's
Nene.
the one that you're talking about, the Good Morning song, the one that got over 54,000 views.
Yes.
Parents and teachers can use that in the morning to wake their kids up in the morning and be like, "Good morning, everybody."
Go ahead, keep going.
That's how it goes.
Why don't you sing it? Why don't you
You want
sing
me to
that
sing the
song?
whole thing? Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. Here it goes. Good morning, everybody. Are your hands and faces clean as mine? Good morning, everybody. I hope you're feeling fine. Say, how did you sleep last night? Did you say your prayers? Did you start the day right? Good morning, everybody. Are your hands and faces clean as? Your appetite as keen as? Your conscience as serene as mine? Hey!
Oh, that's awesome. What? I like that.
I didn't make that up. That's a song I learned. Most of these songs on the Aunt Nene show are songs I learned in school when I was little, or songs I learned at Girl Scout camp
Wow.
when I was a camper and counselor at Girl Scout camp. So I'm not going to take credit for making these songs up because I didn't make them up.
Oh, that's cool. I like that
I just
song. It's a
perform them.
happy song.
Yeah,
And that's what
I
we
like it
need.
too. And if you're a teacher, you can use it to play when your students first get to school in the morning. And if you're a parent, you can play it for your kids to wake them up every morning.
Wow. That's awesome. How often do you record?
I've been on hiatus for a few weeks now, but I'm just gonna put out a new episode tomorrow, actually. I'm gonna premiere a new episode called Aunt Nene Goes to the Beach, and then I'll be premiering a new episode every week after that from now on.
Is it only on YouTube?
Yeah, it's only on YouTube for now.
Okay. So you see yourself putting it on maybe podcasts and different things like that?
Well, yeah, now that I have the Podbean app, I guess I could look into that. That's a good idea.
Absolutely. Yeah. And as far as website too. Why not have people follow you?
Yeah, I
And
could.
children follow the Aunt Nene show. You
Yeah, I
know,
could do that.
that sounds good.
I always share it on my Facebook page too, usually.
That's good. I'll definitely share it on mine. You know,
Okay.
yeah, of course.
Mhm.
So what's in the future for you with the Aunt Nene show? Is it just the
Um,
Aunt Nene show, or do you wanna do other things or work with other people as well? You wanna
well, kind of
collaborate with other
both.
people? Okay.
I have a producer for the Aunt Nene show now, so I'm going to be working with them to make the show even bigger and better in the future. And my goal is to just keep doing the Aunt Nene show and see if it can get as many views as it can, and honestly to make a little bit of money from it eventually, because money's not everything, but I gotta make a living somehow.
Oh, it sure help though. Pay the bills.
So if you want to help me get some more get some more views or subscribe to my channel, that would really help with that.
Oh, that's what's up. Yeah. Next thing you know, you're gonna be on TV.
And then I want to move.
Show.
I'm also still pursuing acting in TV, theater, and film, and I'm working with an agent. I have an agent here based out of Alabama that I'm working with.
Okay.
So I'm still doing auditions for TV, theater, and film as well. And my goal is I don't care if I'm ever rich or famous. I just want to be able to make a decent living doing something that I love, which is acting.
That's
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you. You ever think
Just
about going to kids' schools and stuff like that and making appearances maybe at let's say birthday parties or gatherings for little kids and announcing yourself as on Nene and coming out for the kids and stuff like that? You ever think about doing stuff like that?
I actually hadn't thought about that until you just said it just now. But that's actually a good idea. Thank you for that.
Idea.
I should definitely do something
Trying
like
to
that.
tell you, get a website and put out some cards and kids having birthday parties or little gatherings in the backyard. And guess who's coming? Who? It's on Nene.
Oh,
God!
that would be so cool.
You'd be surprised. You showing up at the birthday parties and doing little tricks and making it, it's educational and telling kids, make sure you clean your room and listen to your parents and stuff like that. And make sure you wash your hands and brush your teeth and all that good stuff. Because that's what Aunt Nene promotes. Aunt Nene wants you to be positive and do the right thing in life. So that could be a good idea, Megan.
I might really look into that.
Yes, these kids
in the
today,
near future.
they need positive advice. And we got to start them off young, you know what I mean? We got to start these kids off young because it's a lot of negative things out there in the world. And we need an Aunt Nene. We need an Aunt Nene to listen to, like to tell us, no, don't do that. You got to learn to listen and keep the room clean. And so you'd be surprised, you could stop at kids' schools, and help out. Everybody wants to know who Aunt Nene is.
Or I thought about like going to nursing homes and doing performances.
That's what I'm talking about.
Because a lot of them have grandkids and stuff.
A lot of them don't have family.
Great grandkids.
Yep, they wouldn't mind having an Aunt Nene.
Or a lot of them. What were you saying?
A lot of them don't have family to come visit them. Here come
exactly.
Aunt Nene.
A lot of them don't have anybody.
Yeah. A lot of senior citizens don't have family members that come visit them. You could go up there and visit them and do a little show. They have little things for senior citizens where they sit in a little room and stuff.
Yeah.
Auditorium.
My grandmother's in one of the nursing homes here in town, and I know they have things like that, so I could definitely do that.
Absolutely, that's beautiful. Next thing you know, you'll come up with your own dance. Do the Aunt Nene dance. Do the Aunt Nene dance. Yeah, you'd be surprised. Because I thought it was so cute. And, you singing and stuff like that. And it just, you just be happy. Because we
Yeah.
want to be happy. You know, we want our kids to be happy. We don't know. Let's say a kid get bullied today, you know, and hey, I'm going to
Mhm.
be happy. I'm going to go to YouTube and turn on an Aunt Nene show. Hey, here go Aunt Nene. And you probably have a discussion about don't bully. It's not nice. And you'll be surprised. Kids listen, you know, and their brains is like a sponge. So
That's a good idea. I can make an episode about that.
yes, because bullying, oh my gosh. I know you've heard the stories. Bullying
Yeah.
is to the point where the kids that are being bullied, they're harming themselves.
I know.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
So that's a good idea to come out with something, you know, tell the kids. If you're being
Mhm.
bullied, tell the teacher, tell your parent, tell the principal, tell the
Mhm.
dean, you know. So that's something to look into, you know. And don't be a bully yourself, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Because, you know, we've seen it, you know, growing up. We see how kids can be, you know, really off the
Yeah.
hook, you know. So that's good. I see a future, you doing this and becoming really big with the Aunt Nene. Next, you know, Aunt Nene gonna have a play, right? Yeah.
Well, that would be nice.
I'm
That would be
trying to
cool.
tell you, it's speaking into existence. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
I want to be like Blippi.
yeah, right?
You ever heard of Blippi?
Yes, I heard of Blippi. Oh my goodness, yeah. Wow.
Well,
You
I
making me
think
feel like a
Blippi's
little
cool.
kid again.
My nephew used to watch that.
Yes. Yes. So you got a lot of hobbies and interests, and you say
Yeah.
your interests include science, fiction, fashion, reading, and traveling. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I've always enjoyed science fiction movies and books and TV shows, Star Trek, Star Wars. My favorite author is J.R.R. Tolkien. That's really more fantasy, not science fiction.
Okay.
But he's you know who he is, right?
No, never
He's the author of The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings.
And I like
That was
those
a great
movies
movie.
as well.
Yeah.
And
That's cool.
so yeah, I actually took a science fiction literature class in college, and we read Philip K. Dick, William Gibson, Arthur C. Clarke, and others. Those are some.
You like reading?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, reading is another one of my hobbies.
That's cool. That's cool. Do you, in your shows, do you encourage kids to read? That's cool too.
Yeah, I haven't said it in exactly those words, but I could.
Right. So your show
That's a good
is
point.
an educational show for children.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
Sometimes like in one of the episodes, I went to the lake and there were some ducks. And so I took a video of the ducks and I just said like several different facts about ducks that I knew.
Okay.
I did like a David Attenborough style documentary of nature.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, nature is something else. Sometimes I don't like to watch nature. You know, I know it's to kill or be killed, and you know, animals got to eat.
Yeah.
When I start, you know, watching and I'm seeing the other animals being chased and by other animals, I can't watch it. Like I can't. I hate when they get caught. And I know that, you know, that animal got to eat, but somebody has to die. You know, some animal has to die. So I'd be like, I
Yeah.
can't watch it. Yeah, I can't watch stuff like that. You know, when it's beautiful and you see the flowers and trees and the animals walking around, but as soon as you see the lion or leopard or some other animal or orca looking for food and they getting ready to kill, I'll be like, I'm changing the channel. I don't want to see it. But
Yeah.
it's life, you know, it's
Well, the ducks weren't trying to kill anybody.
they was just swimming.
They were just sitting there.
Oh, that's cool. You know, that's cool. All right, so tell me, what's the future for Megan Claire Murphy, a.k.a. Aunt Nene?
To have like I said, I don't care if I'm ever rich or famous. I just want to be able to have a simple life and make a decent living doing acting, and continue the Aunt Nene show. And ideally, I like to get it on PBS, like Mr. Rogers
Oh,
or something.
nice. That's what's up.
That'd
What? You
be
be like part 2 of
the
Sesame
most
Street.
ideal situation.
Yeah. You be like another part 2 of Sesame Street. Like,
Yeah, or Sesame Street.
yeah, on Nene. Maybe on Nene.
Yeah.
Sesame Street still come on?
Yeah.
Oh, you can make
On
an appearance.
HBO, I think.
Yeah, you can make an appearance on a Sesame Street show.
Definitely.
Why not? Yeah, PBS is
And
definitely a wonderful station for kids.
also to have a good career working in films, and my dream is to be on Broadway, so I like to be on Broadway at least once in my life at some point,
Oh, yeah.
whether it's in a play or a musical.
Oh, yeah, that would be cool.
Mhm.
That would be cool. Yeah, I see you. I see you doing it. I see you doing it. You know.
But that's and I wanna get married and have a family one day. I haven't done that yet, but there's not too late.
Right. That's beautiful.
But that's another life goal of mine.
That's beautiful.
But even if it never happens, I'll still be okay. I'll still be happy.
That's right. Self-love,
You know what I
right?
mean?
Definitely gotta have
Yeah.
self-love. Yeah. All right. Is there anything else you want to tell us about yourself and your future goals?
I think we pretty much covered everything. I can't think of anything else to talk about with that.
All right. Well, how about you telling us, telling my audience where we can find you, where we can find the Aunt Nene Show.
Okay. The name of my YouTube channel, you just go on youtube.com and search for Megan Claire Murphy 2, the number 2. That's Megan Claire Murphy 2 on YouTube, and you'll find my channel. My videos will pop up and you click on it and you can look at all the videos on my channel. There's also some other videos on there that are not part of the Aunt Nene show, but most of them are safe for kids to watch. But if you're a parent, you can watch them yourself first and then decide if they're okay for your kids to watch.
Oh, that's cool.
But there's a playlist on there called the Aunt Nene show that's definitely all safe for kids.
That's cool.
Because it's just the Aunt Nene show.
Yeah, I want to ask you, have you ever had any guests on your show, or it's just been you?
So far it's just been me because I'm just starting out.
Right, okay.
I've only been doing this for about a year, and most of the time I was just having my mom or dad record me using my phone as the camera at home. But now that I'm working with a producer, I'm going to be able to do more things like bring on other guests and stuff like that. So you'll see more of that over the next year or so, probably.
That's cool.
Will be a good timeline for that.
That's cool. That's awesome. Well, we wish you luck and your success. I think you're gonna do great. I think the Aunt Nene show is gonna blow up. It's gonna be a hit.
So.
I know kids are gonna love it. They're gonna enjoy it. They're gonna forget about being on social media, TikTok, and all that stuff, and they're gonna just come home and be like, "Mom, I did my homework. I cleaned my room. I ate. Can I watch the Aunt Nene show?" And they can be like, "Yep, you sure can." And it's gonna be a hit for you. It's gonna be a hit. And now I love the fact that you love children and you want them to be happy, and that means so much. That means a lot. It really does. It does.
Like, I'm not doing this just because I want to be famous or I want people to look at me. I want to do it for the kids, make them happy. Truly.
That's beautiful.
I'm not just saying that.
That's beautiful. That's great. That's awesome. Well, I'm happy that you came on the Listen Up, Listen In podcast to introduce us to the Aunt Nene show and all the other achievements that you've done in life. I appreciate you coming on my show and letting my audience know who you are, where you're going, what your plans are, and it's just been great. So I appreciate you. And you can always come back on my show and talk about the Aunt Nene, and it's been awesome.
Thank you for having me. I think it's been awesome for me as well.
Thank you. And I'm going to let my audience know what I say, and I'm going to always say, live, laugh, love. Love you first, because you can't love anyone or anything unless you love yourself. Stay healthy, stay focused, keep God first in your life, and hug and squeeze your family members and your pets, because they family too, just a little bit tighter every day. I love you, Mommy and Daddy, forever. And I miss my dog, Lucky. I miss you every day. And my cat, Streets. They are no longer here with me. But I have my other babies, Hunter, Layla, and Mr. Jitters the cat. I gotta say that every time I end my show. Thank you, Megan, for being a guest on Listen Up, Listen In podcast. And we
Thank you again for having me.
Absolutely. And you keep up the good work.
I will. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, this is Megan Claire Murphy, aka Aunt Nene, and you've been listening to the Listen Up, Listen In podcast with Preezy. You can find me on YouTube.com. My YouTube channel is Megan Claire Murphy 2.
It's the Aunt Nene Show. Hey kids, it's Aunt Nene here with the Aunt Nene Show. And I got me some butter beans today. You want some?
Okay.
I got a song about butter beans. You want to hear it?
All right.
Okay, here goes. Just a bowl of butter beans. Pass the cornbread if you please. I don't want no collard greens. Just a bowl of them good old butter beans. See that lady over there with the curlers in her hair. She's not expecting as she seems. She's just full of them good old butter beans. When I've passed and gone to rest, laying on roses at my chest, I don't want no evergreens, just a bowl of them good old butter beans. Remember kids, eat your butter beans because they taste good and they're good for you. And remember, you are kind, you are smart, you are important. That's it. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye.
Yay!
Oh, thank you.
That concludes this episode of Listen Up, Listen In with your host, Preezy. Hey, yo, Preezy, tell them how to keep in touch, baby.
Go to Instagram, Listen Up, Listen In 5687, and on Facebook, Listen Up, Listen In. You can also email me at listenuplistenin5687@gmail.com. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, by following me on social media, you'll be able to see all the platforms my podcast is on. Wherever you consume my podcast, hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when a new episode is posted. Rate, review, and share this podcast.
Listen up, listen in. Listen up, listen in. Yeah.